When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. The 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Finding open areas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On the ground, it's Singleton. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and short, the power run here. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Allard. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll operate out of split backs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Woods. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Berger. Brings up third down. And the Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Boom. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. Runs for the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
A first down run on the doorstep. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. On second and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Together here as they start from their own 21. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Quick.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
To the air, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Now facing a third and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Gain of 16. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Aller. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Heading to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game.
I like a nice execution. Catch the football, get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The give to the tailback. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
For the first down. To the air. It's Aller. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes down the right side. The tag. Touchdown, Bruins. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll set up to throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll try the left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Singleton. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions are on the move.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The toss sweep to the right. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Let's go.
They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. West Virginia.
Now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's time to figure out where on the coaching. Now for the fun part. Congratulations. It's time to sign. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. As if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Great job there by the receiving team, right? You got your opponent here on the road. You're not caught off guard on the opening kick of the game. You're able to fall on it, and now your offense has the ball in great field position. You have got to make them pay for that gamble.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Handoff from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's #4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Barrels ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a sensational return. They finally stop him inside the 15.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Law. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
On the move, it's McGowan. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. This time it's complete. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. One final play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Kentucky, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Third down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Frazier. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, third and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and for the third down and goal situation.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Caught behind the line. It's long. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Wildcats are in the hurry up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's McGowan. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Second down for the receiver. It's incomplete. Brings up third down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll go back to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Georgia going up tempo.
Second down coming up.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Georgia.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Tuna.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6.
9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. The throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, going up top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
From midfield, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This kick will be hard enough, straight on, 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. Coming before halftime. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got a little space. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job on the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by just 1 over James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live the fight.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss to the outside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got it behind the line. It's dealt. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Get set, get set. Timber, timber. Longer.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's long. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one.
Green 25.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to...
There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, man. They need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll toss it to the left. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Holds it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, David.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
On the ready? Flat.
Off the play fake on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Give to the running back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.